Whether you're trying to survive your first 100 days in Minecraft Hardcore, or maybe you're an experienced Minecraft veteran, these hardcore tips and tricks will surely help you survive your first 100 days in Minecraft. By the end of it, you will be able to thrive in your new hardcore world and hopefully enjoy it even more. Make sure you watch until the end so that you don't miss a thing. Firstly, let's assume you spawned near a tree. If not, that's kinda weird, but that sucks for you. Anyway, you wanna chop that tree down if you can. Now you wanna turn some of those logs into planks and craft them into a crafting table. This will then allow you to craft a wooden pickaxe. Use that wooden pickaxe to go mine up no more than 3 stone. Once you've acquired your 3 pieces of cobblestone, you can craft a stone pickaxe. I'm gonna give you a quick warning here though, there will be a part of you that wants to hold on to that old wooden pickaxe for in case your stone one breaks. But don't. Trust me, just throw it away, you will thank me later. The next thing you need to do is mine up enough cobblestone to craft yourself whichever stone tools tickle your fancy. But just remember to craft an additional stone pickaxe as well, since we threw the old wooden one away. Spawning into a world that has exactly what you want out of it can be quite rare. So if you haven't quite had that happen to you, it's time to start running around and exploring. Remember to collect as much resources as possible while you do this. If you see any surface coal or iron, make sure to mine it up. If you see any villages, raid them faster than the US would invade an area for oil. Remember to walk up to each animal and politely ask them if you may use them for sustenance. If they decline, you may need to use force. Don't underestimate the power of plants. Break grass to make sure you get a good amount of seeds. These you can use to create a wheat farm in the future once you have settled down into an area. Lastly, also make sure to chop down a few more trees as you explore. If all has gone well, by the end of day 1 you should have enough food, wood and other miscellaneous resources that may come in handy. If you manage to get wool, go ahead and make a bed. This will allow you to sleep through the night. If not, it's time to get our mining boots on. While the other lazy Minecrafters are sleeping in their beds, we're going to be mining through the entire night. Being very careful with what we explore and making sure we light up everything that we come across. Ideally, we are looking to strip mine at Y level 15. This is where iron is most commonly found. Use the first iron you find to make a shield. This is one of the most OP items you can have in the early game. Once the sleepyheads have woken up, they should also use their well-rested bodies to mine for iron. We can leave the mines once we have acquired enough iron to make a full set of iron armor, a shield and all iron tools, with hopefully some iron to spare for some additional tools in the future. At this stage we should be at around day 2 to 4 depending on how well the iron mining went. If you have been fortunate enough to find a place where you would like to settle down, this next part is for you. If you haven't, keep exploring and come back to this once you have found a place that makes you as happy as milkshakes make me. Now comes one of the most fun parts of a Minecraft adventure. We get to settle into our new world and build structures that will create memories. These memories may be remembered for years to come, so let's enjoy this moment. I'm usually an underground based guy, but you do you. This is your opportunity to be creative, and just remember there are no ugly builds. Do what makes you happy. If you need help with a few designs, you're more than welcome to check out some of our early videos on this YouTube channel. We used to make a lot of building tutorials. A few things to consider when creating your first base. You will need a farm for wheat or potatoes and or carrots. You might want to also make an animal pen for a sustainable food source and some other resources that might be valuable down the line, like leather. You may also want to plan ahead and create a room for your future enchanting setup. Finally, and arguably one of the most important things to do, is having lots of storage space for all the resources you're going to be acquiring. And no, it doesn't have to be neat and organized. I always feel pressure to do that, but it seems to take some of the fun out of it for me. But each to his own. I'm completely guessing here and saying we might be around the 6 to 15 day mark depending on how things went. But hey, at least we have a solid foundation to work from. This next part is where I feel a lot of variation can happen and lots of people sort of start doing things in different orders based on what they enjoy. Here's what I would recommend from a safety / prolonging perspective for your casual Minecraft player. You should focus on getting as much leather and sugarcane as possible. Once you've managed to make about a stack of books, you can stop. Craft up 15 bookshelves. This will allow you to get the maximum level enchants, which is level 30 by the way. For the enchanting table, we will need to get some obsidian and diamonds. And guess what you need for obsidian? That's right, more diamonds. So our next goal is to get our hands on a decent amount of diamonds. Basically enough to craft up our table and a few diamond pickaxes. About 12 more or less should suffice. I however only managed to get about 5 here. I did not have the best time mining. The best place to mine diamonds is Y-59. Just remember to use an iron pickaxe when mining the ores. An alternative now is writing down the coordinates of your base, which you can find by pressing F3. After you've written the coordinates down, you can go on a long exploration expedition where you search for as many shipwrecks, hidden treasures, and ruin portals as possible. You should find a good number of diamonds and other goodies this way. Craft up your enchanting table and place it down in your enchanting room with all of your bookshelves around it. Make sure there is nothing between your bookshelves and enchanting table, as this could cause your enchanting table not to register the bookshelf. Now, you have the option of enchanting with the current levels you have or making sure that you get to level 30 for the best possible enchants. Since the world is so large and resources are just about endless, I'd opt for option number 1. Even low level enchants are better than nothing at all and can help you get the stronger ones faster. Keep in mind, you can use an anvil to combine tools, which will also combine their enchantments into more powerful ones. Keep repeating this process of mining for diamonds, getting levels, and enchanting your tools and gear until you feel comfortable with what you have. I'd suggest having some level of protection on all of your diamond armor, and it would be incredible if you can get feather falling on your boots. There is also a much more advanced method you could use instead of an enchanting table that uses villages, which takes more effort initially, but is more worth it in the future. I would highly recommend learning how to use villager trading effectively, as it's the most OP thing in Minecraft. I feel it's safe to assume we're currently at about day 16 to 25 now, so I'm gonna give you some of the most valuable tips for your hardcore world. Get that notebook out. The most valuable tip number 1. Get a practice world that is in creative, where you can just play around and do dangerous things and parkour. This is important to learn skills like water bucket MLGs and how to block clutch. These skills might seem niche, but are super valuable in getting better at the game and prolonging the life of your hardcore world. Tip number 2, always be prepared for any situation. Keep a water bucket on you and a full set of strong armor. If you're going to the nether, make sure you have a piece of gold armor, usually a helmet, and potions of fire resistance on your person. If there is one thing I've learned from dying in hardcore, it's that I'm most vulnerable when I'm strong and I let my guard down. You never know when you may end up in a lava pool with a magma cube on your back. Most valuable tip number 3, be careful, always. Philza losing his hardcore world is proof of what can happen in a dark cave. Don't assume you're invulnerable. A baby zombie mixed in with some skeletons, spiders, and a creeper is always a formidable force. Believe it or not, I'm gonna leave you on your own here for the rest of your 100-day adventure. It would feel wrong of me to tell you what to do further, as it really is all up to you. You can get lots of inspiration from all the series that I currently have running, or even just seeing the challenges other YouTubers are doing. There's so many more dangerous and fun adventures I didn't have time to cover, but if you found the Surviving for 100 Days in Hardcore Minecraft guide helpful, please hit the like button and consider subscribing. I've also got a hardcore series you can follow, or you can watch me try to survive in an expanding chunk.